This is McCook's Mr. Bill. It's an honor to have you here. Since we're heading into Halloween time of October, perhaps you're here for a Halloween story, or at least a witch story. And so I'll tell you one of my old witch stories. Woman here in McCook who had children, no husband, and she would come by the candy truck year in and year out. We got to knowing each other well enough and trusted me that she told me that she was a practicing witch of the Wiccan variety, which is the name, brand, Wiccan. And so with that in mind, though, one day she came up to the candy truck and you could tell something was really bothering her. She was upset, wroth, if you will. And so I asked her what the problem was. Minus the profanity, she said that the city manager had given her a real hard time. The city manager had given her a hard time. And she said that I'm going to put a curse on him. A curse. Flippant, I said, what you going to do, turn him into a toad? Her eyes slanted. I realized I'd said something that offended her, and I apologized immediately. And so she continued. She said, no. But she said, he is going to leave the city of McCook. He's gone. That's the curse I put on him. Okay. Well, maybe 3 weeks later, he informed the city of McCook that he was going to leave, go out of state to another city and be a manager there. Now, I didn't see her during that time period to speak to her. But about 2 weeks later, after he had left, he contacted the city of McCook and said, I'd like to come back. I'd like to come back. And the city council said, yeah, we'll permit you to come back and be city manager here again. And after reading that in the paper, I saw her that next day or two, and I said, hey, your curse didn't stick because he's coming back. And she said, I stand by my curse. Okay. The locals, mostly business people, however, did not like that city manager, including myself, was not happy with how I had been treated, and he treated others apparently the same way. And they demanded a special meeting with the city council. And more than a few got up and said what he had done and why they didn't like him, and why they didn't want him to come back. And the city council had to reverse its allowing him to come back and said, no, we decide we don't want you. And so you might ask yourself, was that all just happenstance? Is just accidental, everything fit together like that? Or did a woman that claimed to be a witch and say that she put a curse on him to leave? Did she actually have that kind of power? I've seen some strange things since I've been Mr. Bill. That's one of them. And I sometime later asked her about that, and I said, you could have done something harmful to him. And she said, if you put a curse like a disease on him or his family or cause other trouble, it can come back on you and do the same thing to you. But she said, the best thing you can do ever to your enemy is to make sure you never have to see that person again. And so the best thing she advised, if you're going to curse somebody, is to put the curse that they will leave. And that means you don't have to see them for the rest of your life. So McCook's Mr. Bill, my witch story.